What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. Let's revisit a fragrance that was released back in 2014. And this is from the designer house of Dior. And of course, you have seen the title, right? You ain't blind. So you saw the title and it says Fahrenheit. But this time I'm going to review the Parfum version. And again, although I'm late to the game, I thought I'll just share my 2 cents because there are a lot of noobs out there, just like myself, who just discovered this fragrance. And I know some people out there, they were criticizing me on one of my shorts where I asked for an opinion like, have you ever used it? Have you ever seen this? But they came up with all this nonsense kind of ideas where they said, old school, blah, 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 blah. But hey, come on, we're collectors. We'll collect new, old, everything, okay? If you got a problem with that, stay off my channel, dude or girl or whoever you are. Just get out, right? So let's not delay. Let's talk about this beautiful fragrance. Of course, the bottle is very similar to the EDT version. I do have the EDT, and this bottle, again, this bottle, I got it, I think, back in 2016 or 2017. So this is a really old batch compared to now. Right, there you go. See, I still have some left. And over the years, this has lost its charm towards the top, but not completely. We'll talk about that later, but let's focus on Dior Fahrenheit Parfum. Now, on the notes, you have suede, which is a leather note, of course. You got licorice, Sicilian mandarin on the top. In the mids, you got violet leaf, rum, coriander, and cumin. And at the base, you got bourbon vanilla. Now, of course, I saw curly scents, not curly scents only, I think curly fragrances too. The two curlies, right? I love them both. So, hee hee. So, yeah, that's jokes aside. So, both these girls, they kept on recommending Parfum. And the reason why a lot of people avoid the EDT is because, like, a lot of people say there's a gasoline kind of smell from this fragrance, which is true. A lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it because of that. And it comes off because of the violet leaf in there, the herbaceous feel, and the way this fragrance that violet leaf comes off. Some people's skin is like way too much like more gasoline, so you don't like it. I love it. I enjoy it. It's my personal preference. That's why I left a little bit of it. And this is again a bottle from 2016 or 2017. I forgot. I'm too lazy to check the batch code. Like, yeah, forget it. Like, I don't even care what it is. But the Parfum version, I just got it in 2023, and I'm not sure. I didn't even check the batch code, but whatever it is, it's probably one of the latest releases. The Parfum version does not give off that gasoline smell way too much. So the violet leaf over here, it's pretty toned down, and you can tell right away. If you have been a long time user, just like I am, this is like my, I think, third or fourth bottle. So if you have been using this fragrance for a long time, you will be able to tell the difference between this and this right away the moment you spray it. Now, once you spray this fragrance, the Parfum version, there's this dose of leather note, like the sweat comes off right off my skin. It's more like of a raw nature. It's a bit sharp, not too much, but there's the sharpness of the leather. It's not one of those smooth, supple sweat leather, but you do get the idea, like, you know, the raw hide kind of thing. That's what's happening from my skin. And the fragrance, again, because it's got licorice and Sicilian mandarin, so there is kind of like a fruity, like a spicy opening to it. It's very, very masculine, I must say. Drying down this fragrance kind of gives off that like a boozy smell. But again, over here, the rum note is not too prominent. Maybe it's because of my skin, the way it's reacting with my skin. But the thing is, like, the boozy notes don't come off too much. That's what I felt. That's what I experienced. The coriander and the cumin, unlike the EDT, the coriander and the cumin comes off real strong from my skin. But the Parfum version over here, I have it sprayed on my forearm right here, and it's been drying for almost like 3 hours now. So I do get that violet leaf and the spiciness from the coriander and the cumin, but it's not too pronounced. It's not the sharp, peppery kind of spiciness, but it's more like very subtle, very smooth over here. And further drying down, because it's only a single note at the base, the bourbon vanilla, it's more like that boozy vanilla, but it's not gourmand. You may be thinking, oh, it's boozy, it's bourbon vanilla, so it's probably gonna be gourmand. It's not. Sorry to disappoint gourmand lovers, but the thing is, like, it's not gourmand. The vanilla is very nice. It's not powdery, it's not totally dry, but it's just right there in the middle, and it's got that boozy nuance to it, but it's not too boozy. So it's very smooth towards the end, and it's like a really nice feeling. And the fragrance, like curly scents, curly fragrances, especially curly fragrances, she says that it's boozy, it's kind of like very masculine. It's true, it's true. Maybe her skin is reacting that way, that's why it's being more boozy. But on my skin, it's not coming off too boozy. It's more like on the woodier side of things. Like, it's more woody, it's dry, it's very opulent, I must say. It's coming off very opulent. And at the same time, 100% it's a bit more darker than your usual EDT, of course. And at the same time, it's very, very masculine. Of course, anybody can wear this fragrance. If you are a female or anybody who enjoys using fragrances from different genres, this thing is a must try. So again, this is Fahrenheit Parfum concentration. A lot of people call it Le Parfum, Parfum, whatever it is, but you get the idea what I'm talking about. So you will see, like, this is a smaller bottle. I think this comes only in 75 ml size, I believe. I don't know. I can't find the box anywhere. So, and this one was 100 ml size. So yeah, this is like pretty much like, I really enjoy this fragrance. I'm pretty sure, like, when it's fall, late fall to winter, this is going to be one of my staple fragrances in the rotation. So guys, let me know in the comments section, have you ever used Fahrenheit Parfum, or what do you feel about this one? I felt this is less on the gasoline part. It's not that expensive gasoline these days. You know how gas prices have shot up the roof. Of course, not actual gasoline, just kidding, It's just a way of expressing things. But again, of course, like, the smell is very reminiscent of that one. So that's why people compare it to that. But it's not like, you go to a gas station, you smell gasoline right away. It does not smell like that. No. So that was my honest take, my humble take on a really old fragrance, which I just got. It was a 2014 release. Let me know in the comments your feelings, your thoughts about this fragrance. And if you are a first-time visitor on my channel, again, like I said, don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button on this contents, because I do giveaways. You don't want to miss a chance. So until the next one, guys, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.